As a Christian, my whole life, from the moment I was born, faith is a simple thing. But if you really want to watch the power of the Holy Spirit work in your life, you have to surrender completely your plans and your goals and your whole life to Him. Life growing up for me was pretty ideal. You know, I was blessed with good parents and a nice sister, and we felt sort of upper class, and my dad always kind of got me anything I needed, and pretty much everybody was a church attender, going to church every Sunday. And in college, it was, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and I remember a lot of nights I was wondering what God was calling me to do. And I often didn't feel like I had answers, but I felt like His presence was always leading me along. I don't feel like my faith was really ever challenged that much, as I was constantly in this Christian environment, until I had to start making decisions about being in relationships. Then it was like, okay, now I'm a Kaiser doctor and I'm just out there in the world, and I was seeing a lot of things through medicine of the way the world really was. And that's when I was seeing that I am really not of this world, right? Like, my life was so different. But it all came to a head when I wasn't getting married. I was getting older. I was almost 35, and I wasn't seeing anybody very serious, and I was kind of wanting to get married and have kids. I saw that opportunity sort of passing me by, and a lot of struggles at nighttime with God about that. Things of, I would rather not be a successful physician and have anything. I'd rather have a loving wife, God, than everything else that you've blessed me with. It was a time when I had the choice to say, forget this, God, you know, you're not bringing me what I want, and I'm just going to live the way that I want. There came a time when I gave up, and I could remember feeling like, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just going to do whatever you tell me. Sort of was just doing whatever God told me to do. Then He brought Jody, and it wasn't soon after that we were married and kids came along, and I can look back on that now and see how God was kind of giving me a time of maturing and taking away my own power and control of everything, and kind of showing me that I need to take a little control and be involved in your decisions, your planning, your life, and be more surrendered to Him. I have this poem that I hung up at that time. It's a poem about a tandem bike, and the poem is where God is in the back of the bike helping you pedal. And I remember thinking about this poem because the whole time I was steering the tandem bike, and God's just back there trying to help you pedal. And then it's at some point in your life where you realize, oh, I should let God have the front seat of the bike, and then I'll just pedal and go where He guides me. And rather than this idea of surrender being sadness and brokenness, like, okay, I'm just broken, it was sort of like it had the opposite effect. And that it was like freeing, and I didn't have to pursue all my own plans and goals for the future. Because of Jesus, I have freedom to not feel like I'm missing out on something. Because if the Bible's really true, then we have eternity, never-ending opportunity to enjoy things to their fullest.